In my first year on Grace and Frankie, we did one with Zillow, and the guys had just built or just gotten into their new home together, something that they were doing together. And then when they were looking for their house, and it was a very natural integration. And the same with products. I feel like it's a nice way to have reality in the show. You know, when I started in the business, you know, it was lots of people with a cola, you know, or a, you know, a beer, you know, which is such a drag, because a part of the fun of when you're a fan and a viewer is your suspension of reality, because, you know, you buy into whatever world it is. Like the Scrubs world had a lot of silliness in it, but you're fine with that world. And, you know, I don't know, Star Trek or Grace and Frankie, you know, there's all these different worlds, but for the period of time that you're in the show, you just want to be in the world. And there's little red flags that can pop up and make you kind of go, now I'm watching a TV show. I'm not in my world. And integrations, I think, can help with that. I take a lot of pride in the belief that that producing is creative. My best experiences reflect that. My worst experiences are when there's an us and them attitude. You know, or you know, we feel like we're dividing the production up into pieces. You know, I want always, you know, what's best for the show. There's a lot of ways to get there, but you know, we always have to be mindful of what it's going to cost. How are we going to get from point A to point B? You know, what's the give and take? The more information that I get, the more I understand about the arc and the story and where we're going. You know, I have definitely had seasons of television where I have some insight as to where they're going, and I may look at somebody like BN and say, well, look, these are some of their clients. You know, this one seems like it could make sense in that story. You know, what do you guys think? Maybe I would do a soft pitch and say, you know, could this character be involved with this? Or, you know, and then that's how the conversation goes. I love any integration that gives me the opportunity to give my crew a treat, you know, which everybody knows food is the best therapy on set. If I have a brand that has some sort of bonus, I get to offer something to the crew, or they participate in our wrap party. I mean, those things just make me happy. The integration that we did with Target, I think, was the most interesting and the most educational at the time, you know. I mean, that one, there was a lot of back and forth about the brand expectation, you know, and I learned a lot about the corporate needs that I had a blind spot to, you know, because because that was multi-layered. There were set pieces, and there was shooting in the store, and it was tiered. And I liked being able to have more insight to get a better idea. Or, you know, I tricked myself into thinking, you know, this will make me better at it next time. But so those two stick out in my head.